Hi there. If you're watching this on YouTube, or you're wanting to watch any of my content on my channel, or both for that matter, I would strongly recommend hitting the subscribe button and comment and like on any videos if you may wish, because this is a general audience channel. Also, this video is not made for kids, it is for older fans and adults alike. So please sit back and enjoy the video. "10 out of 10 for Strength", written and told by Julyleonard. The island of Sodor is the home of its main railway line called the Northwestern Railway. It is managed by a man named Sir Topham Hatt, also more commonly known as the Fat Controller, who is very proud of his own fleet of engines, who calls them the 3 R's: responsible, reliable, and really useful. There's Edward, the kind blue engine, Gordon, the big blue express engine, Henry, the big green engine, James, the splendid red engine, Toby, the steam tram, Percy, the small green engine, and of course, Thomas, the tank engine. Although the Fat Controller mainly prefers steam engines on his railway, he found diesels useful too, because they can either shunt or pull coaches and trucks as well, although they can be sent away if they have a bad reputation. It became apparent on one particular morning when a strange-looking big diesel rolled into the yards of Titmouth sheds. The diesel is a BR Class 42 warship hydraulic, painted yellow ochre with tan stripes along his sides. His buffer beams are painted red with black buffers and with a number D10 in white. The Fat Controller stood in front of him whilst the engines watched anxiously. "I would like to introduce you lot to D10, whose name is—" He paused for a moment and turned towards him. "What is your name?" he asked. "Cockade, sir," the diesel replied, "but I'm usually called Diesel 10 because of my previous number D810. And also because the other engines and diesels on the mainland said I'm 10 out of 10 for strength, but I like Diesel 10 better than Cockade." "Very well," said the Fat Controller. "Diesel 10 it shall be. I have decided to give Diesel 10 here a trial, and I hope you all make him feel welcome," he finished. And with that, he walked away. The engines were pleased to meet the new diesel, although Gordon, Henry, and James were suspicious about him as they went about their work. It was very apparent later that evening. "Nasty fumes for dingy diesel," said Gordon. "10 out of 10 he is, all right," added Henry. "And for good-for-nothing strength," finished James. "We don't know if he's devious or not," huffed Thomas defensively. Toby, Edward, and Percy agreed. "Besides," he went on, "he's only trying to be useful on this railway, but whatever he's capable of, I'll believe it when I see it." But I'm sorry to say that Thomas was wasting his ton and would eat his words one day, one way or another. It was very apparent the next day. As Thomas was rostered to shunt some trucks at Knapford, he noticed Diesel 10 nearby with a shady look on his face and rolling away light engine. This made him very pensive as to know why. "What's he up to?" he thought. "I don't know," replied the driver, "but I'd like to know what." Thomas parked his trucks in a siding and left the yard in pursuit of Diesel 10. While in pursuit, Thomas and his driver spotted a broken-up engine in a field by the railway line, much to their shock. "Cinders and ashes! What happened?" exclaimed Thomas. "It looked like there was an accident," the driver added, and they continued on their journey. Thomas finally found Diesel 10 in a siding at the smelters. He steamed up close to him. "Diesel 10!" he exclaimed. "Thank goodness I found you. What are you doing here?" he asked. "Oh, stuttered Diesel 10. "I was just awaiting a trainload of scrap iron, that's all. You see, Sir Topham had sent me to collect some," he finished. "Oh, I see," came the reply. "But have you seen parts of a derailed broken steam engine on your way here?" Thomas asked, still puzzled. Diesel 10 hesitated for a moment, then finally spoke up. "You saw it too?" "Yes, of course I did," replied Thomas. "How do you suppose it happened?" "Well, Diesel 10 stammered. "Well, I think the engine, who comes from a magical place, ran out of coal and just genuinely went too fast because—" He paused for a moment and then gave a sly grin. "Because I found her and chased her," he finished, and laughed. At that moment, a door on his roof opened, and out came his huge mechanical hydraulic claw, much to Thomas's shock and horror. "So you caused the engine to crash!" he exclaimed. "That's right," replied Diesel 10. "Only because back on the mainland, I had a vision about diesels replacing steamies, or should I say puffballs, and I have a hatred towards them as well as goody diesels. So I suggest you stay out of my way, or else," he finished, growling. Thomas was so frightened by the sight and was about to run off when a familiar horn sounded nearby. It was the fat controller who arrived in his car. He had seen everything. "Diesel 10, what do you think you are doing?" he demanded. "I brought you here on trial to make yourself useful, but threatening my engines in such a way as this, how could we have been so wrong before? You will leave this railway at once," he finished. Diesel 10 revved his engine and rolled away. Thomas returned to the sheds and told the other engines all about Diesel 10 and the derailed broken engine in the field. "But what about Diesel 10, you asked? He vowed that he'll be back for revenge, one way or another."